Hey boys and girls, Lady Vixen here. One of the things that I really like to do is discuss common questions. If you haven't figured it out from the videos. um, when it comes to spell working, I get the question a lot, well, my spell's not working or my spell failed. What did I do wrong? The first thing I'd like to say is that your spell did not fail or it's actually truly not working. It's it didn't manifest the way that you wanted it to. That's basically what it is. Um, which I guess in a sense is a failure, but it still worked, just not to the desired effect. There are a couple of contributors that definitely do it, that will cause it to happen. The first thing is most common for beginners is that you did it wrong. You used the wrong ingredients. You didn't put your energy behind it. Um, you used a wrong approach to trying to solve the problem. There's a lot of different things that go in with that. Um, the most common thing is you're probably telling others about the magic that you're doing. Um, you're doubting your own magic, which is really common. Um, you obsessed over the desired outcome, diverting energy away from the spell and focusing it on your tension and stress. Subconsciously, you're thinking you don't want the very thing that you're doing the spell work for, or you have thought patterns working against your desires, which goes back into the whole thing with stress. Um, there's also occasionally times where you're not meant to have something, but you do the spell for it anyway. Um, you are asking for something that is just not in your destiny to have. You're using magic to get something that is unjust. You are working against your own best interests. That's some of the common causes behind that. And in the very, very, very unlikely chance um, there can be somebody who's working against you. Someone is magically binding your actions, working to undo the spell work that you've done. Um, Very rarely hexing or crossing or tripping up your magic in one way or another. It's very rare that that happens. But a couple of easy ways to get around it all is if you did it wrong, um, then basically you should really try again. You can never try too many times. It's all about practice, 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 practice. You cannot practice enough. Um, you should definitely try working with your energy a little more. Meditation um, is always a great way to go about that. Um, if your spells aren't working, definitely meditate. Um, One of the cool tricks to do is learn how to do creative visualization. You can visualize the desired outcome before you cast the spell and at the end of the spell casting, and you can also do it while you are actually performing the spell. And that usually has a tendency to work a little better. Um, it's a little easier. Now, if you end up undoing your own magic for one reason or another, um, basically what you should really do is kind of like keep a journal of your emotions. That's definitely one thing that you should definitely do. Um, Try not to focus extensively on the spell. I'm one of those people who cast a spell, forget about it, and when it happens, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I find that it works better that way. But also using positive affirmations about yourself, so that way, when you get stressed out, um, or if you're having inner emotional turmoil, um, trying to pick up your mood with positive affirmations will definitely help. It relieves your stress, and also creative visualization will do the same thing. So you can always try that. Um, Also, you can take cleansing baths as well to remove any negativity that you have. If you're really not meant to have something, You're really not meant to have it. You know, you may want it, but you're probably not going to get it. If you're not destined to have it, it's not going to happen. Things that are unrealistic, um, like shifting the physical body into a wolf. Now, spiritually, I do believe that it is possible. However, the physical transformation of a person into a wolf, I do not find plausible at this time. I don't think that the human mind is, one, ready for it, and two, there ain't enough strong magic in the world to do something like that. I'm sorry to some people who believe that, but that's my personal beliefs. If you can honestly, you know, swear to the goddess and show a video of you actually morphing into a wolf, you know, slowly and without being in pain, then maybe I'll believe you. But until that happens, and until scientifically it can be proven that it can happen, I'm just not going to believe that it's possible. I'm sorry. Um, there is a scientist in all of us. Whether some of us, wish to acknowledge it or not, is a whole nother story. But also, if somebody's working against you, it's extremely rare. But when it does happen, there's a lot of things that you can do. Um, you can do cleansing baths, you can do reversal spells, you can do protection spells, you can do binding spells. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. The best thing to do is do a cleansing and then do a protection. Um, Personally, I'm not one for actually reversing something of a negative nature onto somebody else. Um, so I don't think that, you should do stuff like that. I have actually been perfecting the ability to reverse magic of that nature. But usually if I reverse it, I'm not sending it back to the person. I reverse it and send it and ground it out. So it never actually reaches the person. Um, Another thing to do is once you make a decision, stick to it. Um, if you're really dead set on doing a spell at a specific time, and you've gone through every detail, including moon phases, day of the week, hours, the whole 9 yards, stick to it as closely as possible. If you think that that's going to work for you the best, then stick to it. Don't try to force something that's not going to happen, or that you don't feel is going to happen, because then it's not. If you're doubting yourself at any given point in time, your magic is doomed to fail. Um, there are a lot of people who go through the moon phases, day of the week, the hour of the week, the whole 9 yards. Now, granted, there are some magical aspects that will actually help boost your spell. Um, and I'll try to make a video about it later on, but personally, I don't follow that whole deal. Um, I'm too light and airy to be able to do something of that nature, because that's a site for grounding. I'm not a grounded person. Anybody who knows me personally can tell you I am never grounded. If I am grounded, it's strictly for channeling purposes only, and that's because I can cut myself off from the plane where I usually am. And that's only so I can maintain control. Uh, Usually I spend about half my time in deep meditation, like I stated in one of my other videos. Um, I prefer deep meditation, as deep meditation allows me to go to the astral plane. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble and rant. So I hope y'all actually learned something from this. There's not really much else I can say at the moment. So you all have a blessed day. If you have comments, suggestions, questions, please feel free to send me a message, leave a comment, make a video. You know the deal. So this is Lady Silver Vixen, and I'm signing out for now. Y'all have a blessed day.